Antakaran. That is Shloka 40. Let's go on to 41. Let's see what, it's very interesting. I love these last 4 shlokas of this chapter because it's not just knowledge, it's practical knowledge. It's going to give you a strategy so beautifully, so logically, so step by step for you to work on your vasanas. All right. So let's go to Shloka 41. Tasmat tvamindriyan yadav.
Tasmat tvamindriyan yadav.
Niyamya bharatarshava.
Niyamya bharatarshava.
Papmanam prajahiyenam.
Papmanam prajahiyenam.
Jnana vijnana nashanam.
Jnana vijnana nashanam.
All together. Tasmat tvamindriyan yadav. Niyamya bharatarshava. Papmanam prajahiyenam. Jnana vijnana nashanam. What does it mean? Tasmat. Now you should have recognized by now, whenever Bhagavan starts the shlok with Tasmat, it means therefore. He's concluding something. Therefore, Arjun, you must first control your senses and then kill this evil thing which obstructs jnana. Jnana means knowledge, and vijnana. Vijnana means wisdom. Wisdom or self-realization. Now, in some of the books which we have been using, they have written, maybe in mine, or I don't know if it is in your book, then make a correction. Where it's written jnana, in brackets it's written knowledge of the absolute or nirgun Brahma. I request you to please delete it. Delete it. Just keep it as knowledge. Just knowledge. And Vignan, where it's written knowledge of Sakar Brahma or manifest divinity, remove that and make it wisdom or self-realization. All right. And I will explain it in detail. First, the meanings. Tasmat, therefore. Bharata means Arjun, best of the Bharat dynasty. Adau niyamya, Adau niyamya, after first controlling, after first restraining. Indriyani, the organs of perception, the sense organs, after first restraining the organs of perception. He is not being soft here. He tells you directly, prajahi, kill, destroy, renounce. Enam, this thing. Papmanam, which is evil, which is sinful. Why is it sinful? Why is it evil? Jnana vijnana nashanam, because it obstructs, because it destroys your knowledge and your wisdom. Right. The first step was what? Locate the desire. Second step, when you find it in your senses, because that's the first step where the desire starts, control it. First, control the senses is what Bhagavan. If the first line of attack, is at the level of the senses. We need to control our raga and dvesh at that entry point. Can you imagine enemies entering your territory? There is a wall. Are you going to wait for the enemy to come right into your city? Are you going to wait for the enemy to come and take over your land? No, you're going to learn to stop it at the entry point itself. Okay, that's the easiest, least damaging. So before the rag and dvesh becomes love and hate, don't wait. Just directly stop the rag and dvesh from becoming a desire. Because our indriyas has the first contact with the vishayas, with the outside world. How does the outside world come into us? The entry point is the 5 senses. And then all sorts of things happen inside, and before you realize it, your organs of action are recruited and you're immediately doing one action to get that. So this is dangerous, Bhagwan says. It's a very short and simple shloka. Kill it at that stage. How? Why? Why? Because it nashanam, destroys jnana and vignan. Now let's understand the word jnana. Jnana, knowledge. What you're studying, what you hear through shravanam, through swadhyay, what you're hearing right now. All this information which you're getting, this is jnana, needed. Until you know stuff, like how would you even know about desires if you did not hear this right now? So it will destroy your jnana also. Why? Because if you've got too much desires, can you imagine somebody is obsessed with something? It's already gone into the mind, already reinforced by justifications of the intellect. You will be thinking right now, not possible. Even your shravanam right now will be obstructed. This, what I'm saying also, will not be accepted because you already raised justifications for your desires. And that is why, many people, once they hear all this, a desire has to be given up. Forget it. Forget it. Now I'll wait till I'm retired. I'll wait till I'm old. When all my desires are fulfilled, when all my desires are fulfilled, then I will come to this. I just feel really sorry for these people. Then comes vignan. Now see the word vignan. It's vi and jnana. Vi is a prefix added for special. Vishesh, we say, Vishesh, it's special. So, knowledge by itself is simply data. Knowledge by itself is simply information. Right now, what you're getting is data. Right now, what you're getting is information. Now, how can I convert this information, jnana, knowledge, into vignan? By manan, by nididhyasan. By putting this knowledge into your mind, thinking, contemplating. What did she say? It's in the mind, it's in the intellect. Am I justifying it? You ask yourself these questions. You think about it. Just hearing these things is no use. It's use. There is some use. Because what will you contemplate on if you don't hear it? So you hear it, it has a limited usefulness, but more useful is to contemplate on it. See how does it affect my life? Does this point sounds like it's something that is bothering me? Let me think about it. Let me put it into practice. Most important, let me implement this knowledge in my life. And when you do that, the teachings get absorbed. And when they get absorbed, they start changing your mindset. And slowly, you get rid of all the false notions. You get rid of all the false information, all the baggage, garbage that we have been collecting for lifetimes. And then you get that flash. You get that experience of direct experience of that truth. Now you're not theoretically just thinking aham brahmasmi, tattvamasi, ayam atma brahma. These are not like just words. They are not just notes. You got it. And it's a direct experience. Now the truth is yours. It's not hearsay, it's not bookish, it's not from a video, it's not from a Zoom session. Jnana becomes vijnana, your own truth, not borrowed. And Bhagwan says, this desire, anger combination is an enemy because it will prevent you, firstly, from absorbing jnana, and it will prevent you, obstruct you from converting the jnana into vijnana, because it needs the mind to be shant, it needs the mind to be steady, it needs the mind to be stable for you to be able to do manan and nididhyasan. Impossible when the mind is continuously agitated by desires. In chapter 2, Bhagwan gave a beautiful example of the tortoise. If you remember that, and if you want to make a note, you can make it. It's Shloka number 58. Bhagwan tells Arjun, the tortoise is walking calmly on its path. Then it sees some danger approaching. What does the tortoise do? It withdraws its head and withdraws its limbs and tail into the hard shell. How long? Till the danger has passed. Till the danger has passed. Therefore, now you apply this. See how to apply it to your own self. This is an example. You have heard it. You have written it down. Now you should go home. Then you should think, when I am walking, that means living my normal life. Suddenly one dangerous thing comes. What is the dangerous thing that comes? Your own like, your own dislike, stimulated by the perception of that object. Now what do? Do I allow it to go into my mind? Do I justify it? No. What should I do? I should withdraw. I should close my eyes. I should take my antakaran, take my senses into the antakaran till the danger passes. Danger passes means what? Till that urge to possess passes. So you could do that. It will build up your titiksha and create a gap. Another way is create a gap. When you do this, you will automatically be creating a gap. You will automatically be pausing between the stimulus and the response. If you don't create a gap, then you have a stimulus and you have a reaction. We don't want a reaction. We want stimulus. We want to create a gap, and then we want to respond. And in that gap, what should I do? I should think, is this Shreya or is this Priya? Is this in my highest interest, or is it something I really love and it's pleasant for me and I should have it? And how will I know if it's Shreya or Priya? You have to go one step further. Think of your goal. The minute the goal is established, Shreya and Priya becomes obvious. When Shreya and Priya becomes obvious, the decision becomes obvious. People who are always confused with taking a decision. Shall I do this or shall I do that? There are people who cannot take a decision. They're always in a dilemma. That means their goal is not yet pakka. You need to have your goal firmly established. If you have your goal firmly established, decision making is a piece of cake. All right. So that is all that Bhagwan is telling us in Shloka 41. Let's go on to 42 and 43 beautiful shloks. I love them. So perfectly, so logically, so rationally explained. You wonder, like, how come I couldn't think of this earlier? So let's do 42.